Hi, this is Linda Walker, ADHD coach and the creator of the Maximum Productivity Makeover and Achieve, the natural system to take control of your life and reach your full potential. I've been working on a series of videos on why ADHDers struggle with traditional time management and offering you strategies that work better for you. This is the second installment. When I talk to my clients about what they have to do, show me your calendar, they often, a large number of them would tell me, I don't have a calendar, I don't have an agenda, I have everything in my head. It's in my head, I know what I have to do. Okay? The problem with doing that, of course, is you're relying on your memory. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, you're relying on your working memory. Working memory is a short-term memory. Part of the working memory is short-term memory. It's also the part of your memory that is involved in classifying your different the different memories into long-term and then retrieval. Unfortunately, for adults with ADHD, working memory is affected by your ADHD. It's an executive function. It resides in the prefrontal cortex of the brain, and it's an area of your brain that is affected by your ADHD. So relying on your memory is actually very, very risky. So relying on your memory is risky because not only are you likely to forget really important things or really important details, or maybe even remember them at the absolute last minute when there's no time to really do what needs to be done for them. It also causes a lot of problems in your relationships, at work, in your social life, in your own personal life. You end up late, you end up committing to things and then not following through, and it affects your life. It definitely affects your life. Another way in which relying on your memory hurts you is that it creates a lot of stress. Because it's in your head, you're worried constantly about forgetting about it. It's not a great strategy for adults with ADHD. It creates a lot of stress. It may even lead you to overwhelm. A lot of people who are overwhelmed is because they're not really clear about what they need to do. It's all in their head, and it's like a pinball machine that's bouncing back and forth. Oh yeah, I've got to do this. Oh no, but I've got to do that. Oh no, you know, and that's where a lot of the issues come from. A lot of the anxiety is created that way. A lot of people will tell you, well then maybe you should train your working memory. Up-to-date studies haven't shown a whole lot of results for ADHDers trying to train their working memory. It's an anatomical problem, and that's a challenge to fix. It's also very risky to try to rely more and more on your working memory. The other strategy that people use is writing everything. You know, as soon as it comes up, they write it on a little post-it and so on. I don't agree with the post-its for a couple of reasons. Number one, you'll lose them. Some of them will get stuck to your chair or fall on the floor or whatever, and then you'll miss a lot of them. Instead, what I propose is as things are coming up, you know, oh wow, I need to do that. Instead of either jumping to that, because that's what happens when you're relying on your memory, because you're thinking about it and you know you can't rely on your memory, you jump into the task that just came up and leaving the task that you had intended to do. Instead of doing that, I propose that you have a notebook in which, a hardcover notebook, one single notebook in which you write your to-dos, or not necessarily your to-dos, but anything that comes to your mind. Oh yeah, I have to do this, I have to do that. You write it in there, and then you put it aside and you continue what you had intended to do in the first place. When that's over, you can review your notes and see what's the next steps that need to be done. That way, you're not relying on working memory. You're also liberating your brain so that you're less stressed and more able to focus on what you had intended to do. This was Linda Walker to your Focus Action Success.